So there's the Ito code on screen. Pause if you want to. We're in the bonus episode, and my schedule's a little messed up if you didn't already hear or see me talking about it. But to go over what you saw, and based on the last episode as well. So this is what you saw in the last episode. Basically, this top line here is which is actual code, because everything above in the semicolons are pseudocode for those who don't know. Meaning it's just comments that don't actually do anything. But here, the portrait names this for when you go into the closet wardrobe, and then you see all the attire A, B, C, D, E, so on and so forth. And so not doing this results in some wardrobe shenanigans, so you're highly recommended to do that. But if you go through the Ito code and you make things work, it's just as good. And then the one below is later on in the file, basically showing that, this is how you just assign the said portrait and costumes. I think if you have more, you separate them with commas as well, but I forgot because I've only done one so far. But we'll get into the run here, and this is gonna be a miku video. Oh my goodness, do I need to speak slower? I wonder what I sound like in 2x speed, or even 1.5x speed. But as we get into this run here, so since it's been a while since I've been in this character selection screen, again, you will know if things are overridden or things are at least taking a step towards working correctly if you've made changes to their, flavor text. I'll call it flavor text for now, and you see the differences, because obviously if you go into base World of Horror right now, you'll note that this, if you click on one of the base characters, it'll say something different, where it's different, basically. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. So, without further ado, let us actually just hit a random backstory up, and we'll get into an old god. At this point, let's pick Harold and move on. So, for timestamp's sake, as we get into Harold Scar's Miku, you'll see a difference here. We'll work with the base Timeworn Katana and be on our merry little way. So, as we get focused on this run, again, this is a bonus episode. I do have ideas in mind, but I might take it easy so I can focus on this month's series. So Takshi's second encounter. Oh my goodness, I can't read the sigils. Read the sigils. Charisma, light, knowledge, dexterity, second mystery. No Takshi's-san, but immediately second encounter, so if nothing else, I should remember that. But otherwise, the normal things that we like to do. So I think this is actually the first time I played this Miku, because otherwise I would have noted what you see on screen here. But yeah. If anyone curious, this is just a Timeworn Katana modified and rotated with obviously the palette color being different. I could have actually put in the 2-bit, 4-bit? I'm going to get crazy. 2-bit color here, but I just decided to leave it black and white, and then there's Bunny just to make sure that it's me. But as I forget to use the library notes really quickly. Please only do one. Okay, good. We get a Though to Flame on a Cthulhu run? Question mark? Harold run. We'll move on. Oh my goodness. So obviously the shirt doesn't appear because I did not make a UI version, but either way you're going to be seeing a lot because you go back into the house like 5 times, 6 times. Ward footage, I did also rotate my mystery, so ward footage, Akamanto, Seashells, and Taxi. To note, Seashells is still the quote-unquote perm version that I made, although I don't remember if I took out the Seashell event. Well, we're going to find out. So Ward, Akamanto, probably Seashells, because I think I changed Seashells. Taxi also has a fight, but I could try to make it easier. I'm going to try to make it easier. And by that I mean we're going to wait, we're on Akamanto right now. I can't handcuff. Well, we'll still handcuff Akamanto. We'll see what we do for Taxi. We can also just avoid Ward. The boss, I mean. Yeah. 10 Doom. So if I'm going to be failing as much as I think I'm going to be failing, this is actually going to pay itself off. Is it going to pay itself off? Hold on, let me think. 9 Doom for 2 stamina, 2 reason. 3 Doom for 2 stamina, 2 reason at base. If you rest 3 times, that is 12 HP overall. For 10% Doom, how many checks are you doing on average? I would say 4. You fail. If I fail about 50% of those, 4 times 5 mysteries is 20. If I fail 50% of those at least, or 75%, that's 50. Yeah. So Doomed already here should be worth it reason-wise, and we start with a weapon. If we didn't start with a weapon, I would not take. Actually, that's a lie. I might still take it. To note though, because we did that and we still need funds for Ward, we're going to grab a thing. This is interesting. I was about to say, if I got double stacks of hallucinations, I would have been very sad. That being said, we can Yoichi our way into some cigarettes as well. So this is going to be a high Doom run. But we are more than prepared for whatever comes. Also, might as well Monument if it asks for funds. Because we have the HP to spare. I actually wanted to ask for funds. If it doesn't, we're just gonna move on with what we have. This is actually a good amount of Doom. Obviously, my HP is low, but hey, were those 4 funds, by the way? I guess we'll just live with it for the moment. Herald. So, on Herald, I just assume whenever I remember correctly. Also, I never used the police station. Brute Force max threat level downtown, or just Monkey Brain max level downtown. But I forgot I was talking about. No. I always have to laugh at myself. If for no other reason than when you laugh, at least it helps me feel better and think much more effectively. That's just a me thing, but there are times, like a lot of the times it is funny what's happening. To some extent, everything that happens, especially when I laugh, is comedic to some extent. Now, will other people laugh? Who knows, right? But I already failed, I think the first 2 events I immediately failed, so... And if nothing else, it's mitigating reason loss. But I should have actually bought something then. I'm primarily looking at the Doom cost because I bought it for 10. Now, if you level up, you can argue that you're not getting reason off of the time that you've not leveled up yet and gotten Doomed already, if you really care. But because Miku also has adrenaline, yeah, that's a different story altogether. This is with Blood Frenzy. Does Blood Frenzy not affect certain custom encounters? I know I probably said this before, but meh. Do I actually have enough things I also need the handcuffs on me. Is this enough stamina to survive, or did I just die immediately? I just realized my stamina is a bit low. Okay, it's not. So I should be able to Desperate Struggle my way out? I didn't want to use the handcuffs. This is 13 damage. I'm so close. Well, with the Thotu Flame, sadly, we only have 1 stamina. I guess we go for a dodge here, and if we have to play another run, we play another run. 50%. Coin flip time! Okay, actually, it worked out. So, Desperate Prep Strong, Handcuff Tech, off we go. I think even with the cigarettes, we would have a difficult time. Actually, no, that's not true, because then I could have done 2 attacks, and that would probably have been better. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't have been better than 50%. We'll see. We could do the math there, basically, but I didn't do the math, so. I'm pretty sure dodging is still better, risk-wise, than 2 attacks with Desperate Struggle. Anyway. We have the Crestfallen Mask. We don't need it at the moment, because we want to proc Mayhem as Miku. This is a very Miku-specific thing to remember. You should normally be able to remember it, but because Miku has Mayhem, you'll look at the Crestfallen Mask and try and maybe equip it. If you do that, that is a mistake, because you want your Doom to increase as high as possible. There aren't many reasons to equip the Crestfallen Mask basically before proccing Mayhem, basically, so shrug, right? That being said, also being aware that because we have the Crestfallen Mask, we can afford to take more Doom for the moment. Shrug, that's the end of the sentence. We're probably just going to run from this boss. In fact, I was supposed to take Ward 4th, I just realized, but it's too late now, so... we still don't want to fight this boss, actually. Yeah, we don't have the handcuffs anymore, so... Now, something to note is that if you don't have handcuffs, let's assume... I like always assuming at times that we don't have handcuff tech, because it may or may not be patched out in the next update, if and when that update comes for us. Not due to... Again, I don't know whose responsibility it is, or who is... what's the word? Where the accountability lies, but... basically, if the next update comes out and we can no longer do handcuff tech, why am I doing that? Then, yeah, I mean, not really much else to say. I do want to run, but I don't know if I really want to run. We could have Thotu Flame to try and get stuff out of this encounter, because, yeah, it's mainly the Doom cost that's painful there. And considering we're taking -3 all, I think a Thotu Flame actually does win out here. The next question is, how accurate are my attacks? Not very... And I'm sure Akamanto had more than 10 power, so yeah, we definitely would not... just looking at the numbers here, 65% to 65%, or let's even say 75% to 75%. Actually, that's close enough to 50%. Actually, let me just do that really quickly. Yeah, 56.25%. Wow, dodge is such a bad action. I mean, I have to say that objectively. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat things, but I'm not going to be too harsh either. That being said... If I want to have fun, I do this. Because this is 75% to 75%. Do I have an option select? Technically I do with the Thotu Flame. Yeah, so let's do that. Yeah, so we didn't hit the desperate. If we'd hit both of them, that would have been nice, but we can't flip 2 coin flips in a row on this channel without failing one, so shrug. The good news is, what did I get actually from that? I think I got something. I don't remember which is which here. Yeah, I think this is reason loss. It was reason loss. We get the switchblade, but we're probably just going to end up throwing that at some point. We technically don't need the guitar. I'm not really going to rest. So instead, we take anything else. We're going to take the time restless bonus, sorry. And then we'll think about resting if we don't have fetid fumes, because Herald things. Cthulhu's name and effect is nowhere close to Herald, so I don't know why I'm mixing those 2 old gods up. If you can suggest the reason why, then why? Sure. The easy version is that I'm just speaking and commentating too fast while I'm also trying to play the game, which, again, that's not to say the mental stack of World of Horror in general, I feel, is very high. It's just me. So, we don't need the hospital pass anymore. We still don't need the Crestfallen Mask. Basically, let all Mayhem stacks proc, so at 84% Doom? 84% Doom, you'll get every... No, I think it's like every 20%, right? I don't remember. Miku is my sub-main, by the way, if we were to talk about characters I like to play as most. But Seashells third, because this is my modified version of Seashells. If you get Seashells and play this mystery on your own, you will find... We need to switch to police station here. You will find that there is not a boss at the end of this. I'm pretty sure there's a boss at the end of this. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't even remember if that's at my event. I didn't even check, because it's easy to check, because at the bottom left, it'll say who the author of an event is. We also visit downtown. Did I make a mistake here? Let's hope that we visit the seaside 3 times. Although, taxi, I think we go downtown as well, so I might have just switched the police patrols for no reason. Also, Doomed Already is paying itself off. I've seen Doomed Already proc like at least 6 times. Also, nice double hallucination stack game. Thank goodness I'm not using the army knife. Why is Miku's perception just that low? It must just be that low. We have Doom to spare, so we'll take the Doom. Yeah, so every 20%, is it 20% or is it every 1% above 20% intervals? I'm going crazy. By the way, we just visited the downtown area twice. So shrug. And yeah, is this my event? Oh no, I must have modified Haspin's event to save that, because otherwise that debug message doesn't appear. And then actually the boss, quote unquote boss, appears in the middle of the mystery, I just realized. So, I don't think there's any point bracing here. I should have actually smoked the cigarettes early, but it's a bit too late now. So, I must have confused my modified version of Seashells here with something else. By the way, I'm fairly certain we need to either Desperate Struggle or trade off Reason or something. I need to do something because we're gonna die. We're gonna library notes and try to roll on a spell, because at this point we're going to die to stamina anyway, unless we get this. Instead, I think I have a way out that doesn't require me making too drastic. I really only have 48 experience with the Timeworn Katana. Well, because this costs reason, although I could just forget the reason here. So yeah, we're gonna... Oh, what? Wait a second. What do you mean? Did I have a curse that affected me? That's a funny way to end this video, I guess, but I wasn't expecting that. I can't even prepare the cutoff screen because obviously in situations like that I wasn't prepared. But yeah, if you know what happened, because I can probably review the footage and try to figure it out, but I won't make any guarantees. But yeah, so if I made a cut at the end of this video, it's because I did not want to destroy your ears with something falling in the background. But yeah, if you have anything to do, if you have anything to say, you know what to do. Otherwise, I will probably either come up with a mini series for World of Horror in the moment while I focus on the series for August, or well, yeah, I'll figure things out. But again, if you want to do anything, you know what to do on this channel. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Stay safe, everyone. Be happy. Bye.